50 Cent, Curtis Jackson, the rap legend slash TV movie content building mogul. He seems to be really in the mix on this Trump and Republican thing. It all started first on Saturday night after Donald Trump's assassination attempt. That's when 50, posted this tweet. Trump gets shot and now I'm trending. And of course, people had made this mock-up of 50 Cent's first album, Get Rich or Die Tryin', but they put Donald Trump's face on it because they were saying, Trump will come out like Tupac. He's gonna talk about how he took them shots and ate them shots, etc., etc. And so therefore, it was funny. Look, I was cool with that. They had him as Omar from The Wire. I was sending some of them memes around to my friends on the low. It was hilarious. I wasn't mad at 50 for that, yo. It's hilarious. 50 performed his show that night. And as he was doing his performance, he put that image in the background. I ain't mad at that either. When I got frustrated was when I looked and saw that CNN was reporting, and Victor Blackwell tweeted this. We have that tweet. When Victor Blackwell tweeted this, let's see, I'm pulling it up for y'all. Victor Blackwell, and if y'all don't know Victor Blackwell, he is a anchor at CNN. He tweeted this. I'm pulling up for y'all real quick. He said 50 Cent is currently scheduled to perform at the GOP convention this week, according to a person familiar. The person cautioned plans could change, but as of Monday morning, 50 was scheduled to perform at the convention. So, am I surprised? No. I have watched over many years 50 Cent show up on Fox News and other places. I saw him on Neil Cavuto one time. I've seen him on other shows where he's talked about supporting President Bush, where he's talked about supporting President Trump, and maybe even saying he'd vote for those two people. So I'm not surprised. Also, he's really, really rich. Really, really rich people like to vote for people who allow them to stay really, really rich and get really, really richer. Get rich or die trying, right? Now, most of those Hollywood people will pretend to do otherwise and secretly vote for Trump, or they might do something, vote differently, but secretly hope that Trump wins. All that is possible. But 50 ain't really like that. 50 stood up and said, I support who I support. I understood that part. But now he takes it a step further, and 50 saying he's going to actually perform at the RNC, according to sources. 50 Cent performing at the RNC is a bridge too far. And this is my frustration. Let me start with the rap part of it. Rappers, particularly seasoned legendary rappers like 50, and I love 50's music, right? Get Rich or Die Tryin', I think, is probably one of the top 5 solo debut albums in rap history. Y'all have a platform and an influence. And there was a time when that platform and influence meant that we spoke out against the power structure. We were trying to tear down the power structure. We were trying to criticize the president, punish the Congress people for their indifference to our suffering. And now all of a sudden, we want to be one of them. And I get it. Y'all got a whole lot more money now than we used to. So now you got the money. You are one of them. But we have a duty, not just to how we support and how we vote and how we endorse, but a duty to understand the impact of our choices on other people. 50, my dear brother, I love you, brother. But Donald Trump makes the lives of poor people worse. Donald Trump makes the lives of Black people worse. Donald Trump makes the lives of LGBTQ plus people worse. Donald Trump makes the lives of Mexicans worse. Donald Trump makes the lives of Palestinians worse. Donald Trump makes the lives of Jewish people worse. Donald Trump makes the lives of working class people worse. Donald Trump makes the lives of students and teachers and unions worse. So when you go up there and endorse it, you're contributing to the worsening of it. And I know you don't need the money. You're a brilliant businessman. I know you don't need the money. So please, my brother, don't do this. But this is part of a bigger issue that I see with, honestly, it's with my Black brothers. Donald Trump gets a slice of the Black vote that other Republicans don't get. And when I talk to Black men about this, I'm always frustrated by their responses for why they support Donald Trump. Now, let me be clear. It's still not a big number. No party's more loyal to, no race is more loyal to the Democratic Party than black people. And so even when black people's vote goes from like 94% under Obama to say like 86% under, somebody else, all of a sudden people be like, black people selling out to the Republicans. Like, nah, black people are the most loyal. Black women are especially the most loyal. And the idea that you think that even at 85, 86% of an endorsement of a Democrat, we still haven't done enough, says a lot about Democrats feeling like that they own black people and that black people don't have a right to have independent thought or independent movement. So I'm not saying that. I'm not part of that Joe Biden, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black thing. That's ridiculous, insulting, patronizing, and racist. What I am saying, though, is your reason for supporting Trump should be reasonable. And unfortunately, it's not reasonable. The black men that I talk to, these ain't billionaires. I don't know any black billionaires that are voting for Donald Trump. Oh, I guess Kanye, but Kanye ain't a billionaire. Sorry. I find that they identify with Trump's persona. For a lot of us who are oppressed people, our vision of freedom is to be like our oppressor. So when Bill Cosby gets caught up in all those sex allegations and charges, etc., a lot of people said, well, they didn't do that to Harvey Weinstein. But when they say that, they're not calling for Harvey Weinstein to get treated like Bill Cosby. They're calling for Bill Cosby to be treated like Harvey Weinstein. They want to be as unaccountable and harmful as white men. I'm not saying all black men feel this, but I'm talking about the people who are saying that. And so when a lot of brothers look at, say, Donald Trump, and they see him walking through the world, cocky, arrogant, condescending, disrespectful, indifferent to anybody else, patriarchal, misogynistic, all this stuff, they want to be that. There's a reason why Donald Trump was in all the rap videos. There's a reason why Donald Trump was one of the biggest punchlines in rap in the 90s. It's because Negroes wanted to be Donald Trump. And it became less cute and less cool to say you want to be Donald Trump in your rap lyrics, but in your real life, you still want it. And so when I see 50 Cent stand up there and endorse Donald Trump, what I see is the reinforcement of this idea that the biggest, most ambitious freedom dream that brothers can have is to be as terrible as patriarchal, rich white men. And we got to do better than that. That's why I don't want 50 at the RNC, because he makes them, not only does he make them corny ass Republicans feel cool, 50 cool, they not. Not only does he give legitimacy to them, because most people don't show up to the RNC anymore and perform. Remember at the inauguration, the best they got, no disrespect, but the best thing they got was, what was this? This is his name, Chrisette Michelle. No one else would show up. But now that's changing. 50 Cent's a big deal. He's a big star. And for him to go to the RNC and show up, it's not a joke. It's not a spoof. All attention ain't good attention. And 50, you are too talented, too gifted, too important to us, too rich to make this move. You are capable of better, my brother. So please, 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 please do better.